Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 29th of November. So looking at the euro dollar, and well, we seem to be getting a bounce off that daily 8 there that we reached yesterday, possibly drawn up with a bit of strength from the pound, but I'll come on to that in a moment. But popped up at the moment now. Whether it's full-time strength, we'll see, as in whether this is going to continue. We've just run back into that 4-hourly 8. Now, previously, that 4-hourly 8 has been quite a decent break to a degree, although we do get a bit of an overrun. So I'm just sort of watching where we are with the euro at the moment. It's just run into it's the 30-minute 50. Sorry, big pun. It's just changed this as well, but it has just run into the 30-minute 50, 60-21 sort of region, and caught the daily pivot. So the question really is, it going to just continue its trend that it built up there and sell off back towards that 60-minute 200, maybe yesterday's lows. So if it breaks those that trend line, I may well be looking for that. Right, that's the euro. The pound. Well, the pound now. Pound's heading up to its regression channel. Up to that regression channel trend point there, into it towards its monthly R1. It's been gradually working its way that way, and it's finally pushing up that way. Largely built up on the fact that, according to the Telegraph, that the UK government has agreed to a divorce settlement of 45 to 55 billion. Now the UK government has denied this or denied the Telegraph's account of Brexit negotiations. So it must have been the Europeans' account of the Brexit negotiations, because they never really know what's going on between the two of them, do they? So there we are. Anyway, someone sort of fed that to the Telegraph, I'm sure. So, if it's true, well, I should imagine as we're sitting here, there's a lot of people thinking, well, April's moved up a lot, how do I sell it? And yet it could still push up further. So, before we just think about all the selling, yes, it may have got a bit overbought into some of these levels. Actually, it's just check my little old... no, it hasn't. It got oversold, never got overbought. So, on that 4-hourly basis... and it certainly got oversold yesterday, and well, probably did get overbought on the hourly basis. Nope, still hasn't. So there you go. It can be just continuing on its way, maybe, but there will be a point where it retraces part of this. The daily pivots are below, and there is a possibility of it just coming back towards its 60-21s at some point, at least, if they don't catch up with price first. But as I said, there'll probably be a lot of people trying to short it, and on each occasion it will surge, most likely, as more money comes into it. So it's a dangerous one to be trying to counter trade until it shows its hand more. Right, that's the pound. Dollar yen makes it difficult to buy as well, I would add, because of the way it has pushed up there. Dollar yen, the dollar yen, it was looking good a couple of days ago. Yesterday, the divergence started working. It's pushed up, just still short of its daily pivot, but it's weekly pivot, but it's run into that 200 moving average, the daily 8. So it's still got that potential. If it can hold on here and push up a bit further to get back to that weekly pivot, the 4-hourly 50 now, those points, I'll be interested to see if there is a short potential at that level, if it gets there. So it's something I'm watching for. It has got the daily pivot untouched today, so any run up to that this morning may give us an opportunity at some point to see if we can sell it back. But that said, it'll hit its R1 at that point and reducing the probability. So maybe we'll check it out anyway later. But for now, it does look like there's the potential for it to push up there, 22 pips roughly upwards. So there's a possibility there. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar has been trickling down a little bit here on the dailies. It just can't really hold on to any gains there. It's choppy on the 4-hourly, although in a trending chop. it's there all the same. It's already caught the daily pivot, pushed up this morning through the Asian session there just a while ago to try and push back into it, but failed once again. To me it looks weak, and well, maybe that S1 may be hit sooner rather than later. So it does look on the weaker side for the Aussie dollar. And finally the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar, well, that too's been pushing up somewhat. We have got OPEC meetings all day today, so we could get some volatility around the Canadian dollar. Looking well, for the potential upside, well, it's put a pivot swing in there actually on the dailies, and well, it has still got the potential to run towards that 200. Looking short term here, 4 hours consolidation at the moment, so a break of that may see us running around. Would be good just to see the daily pivot caught first. It may just run through that sort of area and then push on upwards. As I said, it's got some targets to the upside on the higher time frames, as I say, daily time frame, and it may just push there. Really dependent though on OPEC today, the OPEC meetings and the outcome of the OPEC meetings. If the producers agree to hold on to the current reductions, well, that it may strengthen a little bit. If they ease off a little bit, or there's any bickering, it could fly up there quite quickly. Have a good one. That's it for me. Bye for now.